Well, my morning run-in was far too easy, so I'm now actually I'm just at Park Royal, and I will be passing the pedestrian light that is here, which shouldn't really be here, but that's another topic. Park Royal should have been made to put in an overpass or an underpass for pedestrians, because this is another delay for the buses. That light was almost half a minute. So we have two buses, one right behind the other that I'm just going to hopefully pass. And we're just going past Park Royal Towers. It would look to me that the 255 is nearly empty, but I may be wrong on that. And then we have a 255A, or 225A. I'm wearing the wrong glasses at the moment, unfortunately. So our 255 that I'm passing currently has 5 people in it. The other one's a 250A. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe that means they have less people in it. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm finally approaching our bottleneck of 1300 Block Marine Drive, and we're going to time it to Dundrave. I do not have the time for this today, unfortunately. I was repairing a machine at my laundry in North Vancouver, but I think out of scientific evidence we need to do so. 255A bus is loaded with people. It has probably almost 20 people. It might have 21 or 22 people in it. So again, traffic signs and traffic controls. Maybe they can do something to have it where the buses have a magic widget that gives it green lights. I don't know. So we're going to start the clock right now, and that was 2 minutes it took us to get from that traffic light to here. Let's see how long it takes to get to the dreaded Ambleside during rush hour. Remember, we now have no actual restricted left-hand turns on Marine Drive. Capilano University bus on the other side, that had less than 10 passengers on it for sure. And now we have a delay with a left-hand turn person, but the traffic's light enough that I'm able to just drift between lanes easily as can be. If you'll notice, I'm probably not, the camera's probably not the best angle, but there's light traffic. Again, this is at 8:49 now. Been going through Ambleside for a grand total of 51 seconds, and I've made it past the bottleneck of 15th. So that's grand. And traffic's fairly slow with someone that was jaywalking, I think. Traffic light, of course. Having a bus lane will do nothing about traffic lights, I'm fairly sure, unless they build a tunnel for buses. Marianne, if you could, if Raymond Fung would like to ride around with me and do this, in the mornings and afternoons and see how needed the bus lane is, I think it would be quite entertaining. I'd be happy to go and buy him a cup of coffee and take him for a ride, and he could actually see instead of and of course now we're stranded behind another traffic light again. I don't see congestion at all. I don't see any need for a bus lane. What I do see a need for is some form of review of the traffic lights to go and see how we can time them better, because it's taken us 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go from 13th to 17th Street, and of that time I would think 90% of it nearly has been sitting in traffic lights. Maybe the traffic is lighter today because it's a sunny day and everyone's on their bicycles. Although I haven't seen a bicycle today at all either. So somehow this is all meant to be a bus lane as well. And again, one would have to think of that as a crazy part of this agenda. And so we're stuck at a red light. As you can see, the traffic is flowing very freely. It looks to me like, oh no, I think it's a truck. It wasn't another bus. Anyway, so from all the way from Park Royal to here, we've been 5 minutes and 21 seconds. And again, of that, at least 3 minutes would be stopped at traffic lights. And looking at the stale green that there is at 22nd Street, I'm going to flip a coin and bet you $1 that that'll be red by the time I get to it. And yes, I will give you the $1 at the meeting today. Promise you. Yep, there we go. That's a well-timed traffic light. Now, hopefully the traffic lights are more in sync for going eastbound at this time. And I will record that, and we'll have another 5 or 6 minute video doing that as well. So again, oh, look at that. I drifted through. Maybe you owe me $1. We'll have to argue about that at the meeting. Anyway, so approaching 2300 block again. Now, if this is meant to be a bus lane, that's mad, because I could fire a cannon down here and hit nothing. Of course, we've got someone doing a poor left turn from 23rd. And we're now going to arrive at Dunderave. And, oh, of course, Dunderave doesn't matter because the B-line's going to go in front of the of Irwin Park School and go and say hi to the kids there. Okay, so including all the traffic light stops, that was 7 minutes to get to 24th. I'm not going to 25th, unfortunately, because I now have to turn around and do the opposite journey of this. But I'm going to leave the camera rolling because I think kiddies are arriving at school around now. It would appear there's a fair amount of traffic of people at Irwin Park School. So we're going to actually have an articulated bus drive along here. During rush hour, 8 of them an hour. All of them, I'm quite sure, with 2 or 3 passengers or less. And we're going to drag it past these kids that are going to be crossing the road, although it would appear most of them are being dropped off by their parents in cars. And stopping this one, I'll roll the next video. Thank you.